In SAP Analytics Cloud, there's always been significant overlap between stories and analytic applications. Now, we aim to close the gap with the introduction of the optimized story experience, which provides a single, integrated design environment that gives you the best of both worlds. You can still navigate through familiar paths to the main stories and analytic applications pages. Once you start creating new content, you're directed to choose a design experience. The classic experience enables you to continue to use the interface you already know. However, if you're ready to explore some new and enhanced design options, you can find out for yourself what the optimized story experience has to offer. With the new design environment comes a shift in thinking. An analytic application is now simply a story that can contain scripted elements. The original story toolbar has been revamped, grouping existing buttons into more transparent categories and exposing common actions that were previously accessed from different parts of the interface, such as choosing a data source. If you've been assigned the application creator role, you'll also find familiar features to support app development, such as a wider selection of widget types and tools like the linked widgets diagram and performance optimization. To focus on story creation only, you can turn off advanced mode to hide these features, both here in the toolbar and elsewhere in the interface. From the toolbar, you can also access other key elements of the interface. The left side panel, where you can build and navigate your story structure, the right side panel, where you can define the properties for story elements, and the info panel, where you can troubleshoot issues with scripting if applicable. The Assets tab in the left side panel shows all the available types of widgets, organized by functionality. You can click and drag to add them to the page. These pages and widgets then display in a tree structure on the Outline tab, which provides easy access for managing these elements, even if they physically overlap on the page. From here, you can lock widgets to prevent them from shifting position, show and hide them, and apply scripting triggers. At the top of the tab, you can configure the view time experience for other users by defining the global settings, page navigation format, filter panel configuration, and bookmark settings. These settings can also be accessed from the Story Preferences, where you can also configure the View Time toolbar. When adding scripting, you can choose from the same robust list of elements as in the classic Analytic Designer interface. However, here, only those elements in use are shown in the outline view. The Filters tab in the left side panel replaces the Story filter bar, enabling you to apply story-level filters that affect all widgets based on the same data source. Meanwhile, in the right side panel, you'll find the same builder and styling options as in the former Designer panel. For charts, the builder options have been redesigned. You can view more details about the dataset or model by hovering over the name. You can also view and select from all available objects in the data source by clicking and dragging them onto the appropriate shelves. The original method of selecting measures and dimensions is still supported. A new drop-down is available to choose the appropriate chart type, and all chart add-ins are grouped into their own section. Styling options remain the same, but you now also have the option of creating and browsing for themes, which can be constructed by choosing specific settings or customized using CSS. These themes can be saved publicly and shared across stories. You can convert existing stories, including any embedded bookmarks, to the optimized story experience by saving them in the new format, after which they can no longer be opened in the classic environment. If your story contains any features that cannot be converted, you'll be prompted to adjust or remove them. Once you've made the necessary changes, you can complete the conversion. You can define a different name here if you don't want to overwrite the original story. A new tab is available here on the main Stories page, where you can upload custom widgets that have been created using JSON. Beyond the transformation of the design interface, a series of other changes have been implemented to improve the usability and performance of many story features, documented here in the help. Keep in mind that some story and analytic application design features are not yet supported in the optimized story experience. Check out the relevant help articles, where you'll find more details on the optimized story experience to help you choose when it's the right time to make the switch. Thanks for watching.